Hi. For me, spirituality is all about everyday life. It always has been. And right now we're in a really special time in our lives. And I believe we have a collective trauma right now in this country and around the world. And I'd like to address that a little bit from maybe a deeper perspective, if I can come to a deeper perspective on it. I I started to watch the impeachment proceedings today, and it was fine for a few minutes until somebody from the other side, whatever that means, started speaking, and I realized once again how a message of lies can can be sold successfully and could very well be sold successfully. And I had to turn it off. There's a somebody coined a phrase the other day, democracy despair, and I think I feel that, and I'm pretty sure there are many millions of people feeling that right now. Our democracy is feels very fragile right now, and there's despair because we feel powerless. Even though we can work for our particular candidate in the next election, we can do the petition writing and all that stuff. That doesn't seem to really do much good most of the time. But there's a despair permeating the atmosphere, and I want to know, how do we deal with that? I mean, it reaches down into the tendrils. It reaches its tendrils into our very soul. Um, how do we deal with it? I don't have an answer, but I do know that it's good to share and hear each other's despair, and to speak our despair, because we're in grief. We're in collective grief trauma right now, and we don't have answers that we can have any assurance will work. So from my deepest perspective, all I can do is love myself in the midst of despair, and keep on doing the petition writing and working for candidates and those things. But there's some bigger picture that, frankly, I'm not getting, and I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this. So there's there's a little posting with big question and no answers, but that's okay. We have we have to ask the questions. We have to ask that question if we have that question, and leave it as an open-ended question, because even though we may not have an answer, We do have love. And at the very least, we can share that with each other. So that's all I have to say today. Thanks for listening.